All right, hello everybody. Sorry, I'm trying to talk louder so that I come up on my mic. It picks up my typing really well, but not my speaking. Anyways, it's Kat here, and today I'll be presenting to you the lecture of Intro to Unity. All right, so if you're watching the recording of this lecture, you won't be doing this group activity. However, again, this is a class that is very based on working with your classmates. So it'll be great to get to know those around you. If you can't really attend the lectures, I would recommend trying to get to know people through our weekend gaming sessions, just so you can make more friends in this class and to know more people when it comes around to forming teams for projects. Here are some announcements. For those of you guys who did not attend the first info session, this lecture is not going to be recapping all of the information. I'll be quickly going through it, so if you want to get all of the information that I presented about this class, you can go check the link below to go and get the link to the info session. Discord logistics. Discord, best place to go talk to us and to get in contact. Right there is the tiny URL for our Discord link. Please join our Discord. And if you have any enrollment questions or issues, go hit up Jasmine. She will be the main source of contact for any of those technical questions. Also, kind of small plug, our Game Design Club. The first general meeting, which is the info session, will be on the 8th from 8 to 10 p.m. Yes, it is a class day. Our classes do run to 8:30. However, we don't anticipate the classes going all the way to 8:30, so you should definitely go check out the club info session afterwards. Also, we have board and video games on Saturdays, which is hosted by the Game Design and Development Club. Again, great way to get to know people. If you don't have time to make the class times, you should definitely go and check out the board game events to get to know more people. Also, for the GDD Club, project teams will start working very soon, so you guys should go and join. Just a little bit to cover lab checkoffs. Since there is the global pandemic, we can't do things like we normally do in person. So we're trying to get around it, and this time we'll have checkoffs in Discord. So on the attendance form, please, please, please let us know if you have a Discord and if you don't. Because if you don't have a Discord, we need to figure out ways to get around it. However, we absolutely highly recommend that all of you guys get a Discord. Again, it is our main source of contact for you guys, and it's the best way for you guys, if you have any questions, to go ask us through Discord. So in the Discord, we will make a waiting room, and so you guys can all go and sit in the waiting room, and we'll drag you into a channel with a facilitator to do checkoffs. So, really quick review of everything I went over in the info session. Discord, there is the link again. Please join the Discord. I can't emphasize this enough. It's really important. We post announcements in Discord, although they will also be emailed out. But I mean, it tends to just get buried in people's inboxes. We use it as a Piazza substitute, so that we have a help channel where you guys can ask questions and we will answer everything in there. So also, if you have questions, you can go scroll up to see if another student had the same question as you that already got answered. It's a great place to go interact with club members and classmates. And in the attendance form, we will also ask you for your Discord tag. Please provide us with your username and the numbers, hashtag whatever 4 numbers that is the number after your Discord handle. Again, please let us know if you don't have a Discord, because we will need to figure out a way to get around all of this. Helpful bot functions in our Discord /grade. It's a grading bot. It will tell you all of the grades that you have currently. Generally, it looks kind of low. That's because you won't get your true grade until the course is over, because obviously you haven't done some of the assignments yet. It'll update you for weekly readings and lab due dates. Grading. A minimum, oh my goodness, I did not realize I got cut off, but a minimum of 70% is needed to pass this class. Here, wait, let me go and see if I can fix this real quick. All right, here we go. Coolios. So a minimum of 70% is needed to pass this class. Project 1 is worth 10%, Project 2 is worth 10%, and Project 3 is worth 60% of your grade. Labs are 10% and written responses are also 10%. Again, I mentioned this in the info session, but the numbers look super, super scary. It's like, wow, one project is worth 60% of our grade. Don't worry, guys. As long as you show up to class, do your work, and make a large effort in this class, and we can tell that you're putting in the work, you will have no reason to fail this class. All right, let me go. All right, office hours, it's still to be determined. We will update you guys when we figure out the actual times. It will be held twice a week, and in office hours, we will always have one programmer and one artist, so that you can always get your questions answered no matter your role. On weekends, if you have questions, staff will be at the weekend gaming session. You guys should go, get to know more people. Discord serves as a help channel / Piazza substitute, like I mentioned before. If you have questions, you can always ask us there. But let me let you guys know, Google is your best friend. A lot of times the questions that you have can be answered through Google. So give your Google a shot, Google the question, see if you can get the answer, and if you can't, we're more than willing to help you guys. Attendance policy. So because of COVID this semester, attending the Zoom lecture is not going to be required. We know there are people in different time zones. However, it's highly encouraged because this is a project-based class. You need to get to know the students in your class, your fellow classmates. As well, be participating in the live lecture is great to get to know people. We have icebreakers all the time. Plus, it's just better for learning to absorb the material better. So therefore, you'll be more knowledgeable when it comes to doing the final projects. Participation will be calculated based on completion of weekly quizzes, which will be released the day of the lecture and due 1 week after. You're allowed 2 quiz drops, no questions asked, but any more means a 10% decrease in your participation grade per non-completion. And that participation grade is a free 10%. All you have to do is answer the questions. Also, we're not looking to make the questions super hard and really difficult to answer. We're just looking to make sure that you actually watch the lecture. So, diving into Unity basics. What is Unity? It is a game engine, which is, again, basically software you can use to go create video games. Other examples of game engines include Unreal, Frostbite, and CryEngine, to name a few. We prefer Unity simply because it is the most well-documented game engine out there. There's tons and tons of tutorials made by both Unity itself and other fellow game developers that have created tons of tutorials all over YouTube and online, specifically for Unity. Also, game engines in general provide a physics engine and most simple objects for you to go create your game. And there's an asset store where you can get many tools and assets so that you don't necessarily have to create all of them yourself. It just makes things so much easier. Unity, again, extremely popular. Look at all these big name titles that were all created through Unity. I'm sure you can look at these and at least recognize a couple games. And I mean, which I thought was really cool, Fall Guys. It's so popular, it's crazy right now, and it was made through Unity. Also Pokemon Go, Animal Crossing, Legends of Runeterra. So many big name titles all through Unity. And you guys will get to learn how to work with Unity as well. So just getting into some basics, the layout of Unity. There'll be some images coming up, but Unity is split into many different windows. It can look kind of intimidating at first, but don't worry, once you start using it and getting used to your workflow, everything will run really smoothly. So there is a game window that will show what will be shown when the game is run. And then there's a scene window which shows the entire layout of a scene. Hierarchy shows all of the game objects. I'll go into what that is later. Inspector shows the details of each game object, and project shows all of the assets available to use in the scene. The layout can differ between computers, but it still functions the same. There's no right layout. It just depends on what layout you like for your personal workflow. So, like I mentioned before, this is just a screen grab from my computer. What I have boxed in here, that is the game. So if you hit play, that's what you will see. Next is the scene. So this is, again, the entire scene for the game. You can see much more in the scene than you can see in game. And everything is restricted within that little gray box. So the little gray box shows what the game will show, if that makes sense. Here we have the hierarchy. Again, you can see if it's a little bit small, but it says sample scene, which is the scene that we're currently working in, and it has all of the other elements listed below. Here is the inspector. So currently I have the main camera clicked, so it's just showing all of the details for the main camera. And below we have project. So on the left-hand side, you can see a little drop down for all of the folders, and I have the sprites folder clicked. So then you can see all of the assets currently in that folder. So here are some general objects in Unity. A scene can be best described as a level in a game, and assets are any outside resources imported into Unity. It includes art, animation, sounds, coding scripts, you name it, anything imported is an asset. Also, they could be ones that you've made, or you can just get them through the asset store. A game object is a fundamental object in Unity that represents characters, props, and scenery. They generally act as containers that combine art, scripting, assets, and components. You put all of those together and you'll make one game object. Components are tools to add on to each game object, and they can be modified directly in the scene or through scripts. UI elements are a part of UI Unity that Unity has provided. Common components in the game include transform, which controls the position and the angle of a game object. Every game object has a transform component. Sprite renderer, this allows the game object to show up and it determines what it looks like. Rigid body adds Unity's physics onto the game object, and without it, again, you'll have no physics. Colliders determine the shape that the physics engine uses and allows other objects to collide with it. So for instance, if you have two asteroids in space and none of them have colliders, those two game objects will go straight through each other. And the animator attaches and shows animations. So all of these smaller working pieces work together to go make a game. And through the course of this decal, you will get familiar with working with all of these different components, and you'll be able to create your own game as well. So lab time, guys. So here is the GitHub link to the lab. There's two ways to get it. One, you can download it as a zip folder. Please make sure to unzip it. Also, my computer has a tendency to unzip it as a folder within a folder, so make sure you're opening the correct one. Or you can download it in terminal using git clone with, just type that link below and you should be good to go. Also, if you haven't already done so, please go download Unity, please. All of the stuff is done in Unity and you probably should have done this already. All right, and thank you guys for watching this lecture. Make sure to do the attendance form so you get participation credit. It will be due 1 week from the day this lecture is posted. Don't forget to miss out on those free points, guys.